Well, I know that Gunnar has been on this call and off this call about 77 times since we started. So you know what? Everything happens for a reason. So I'm going to bring on our last and final speaker, guys. So do not leave because this woman is crushing it as well. Hayley McLauglin, oh my gosh, mom of two. She went from retail to social retail, and she has been crushing it in the network marketing business for 10 years now. And I'm so excited to have her here today. But I'm going to make sure she's here before I get all crazy. Hayley, are you here?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yay.
Woo!
All right. Well, we are being tested today with technology, and everybody knows. Anyone who knows me knows that technology is not my jam. Like, literally want to, half the time launch my phone and my computer through a freaking window. But so I'm constantly tested and tried. And so, you know what? We're crushing it. Not today, Satan. All right. So, Hayley, I know that you are crushing it in the business. So let's start with your story, girl. Let's start with the Cliff Notes version of your story. Obviously, Beth has crushed it. Michelle crushed it. I'm so excited for you to bring it home with the best of the best of the best tips and tricks and training and all the things. But let's start first with the Cliff Notes version of your story, what you used to do, what you do, how you got here, and what you're excited about.
Okay, so I've been in the industry for 10 years. Hi, guys. Thank you for having me, by the way. I've had so much anxiety about having any problems like Gunnar. I'm like, oh, my God, I do not want any technical problems. But, yeah, I joined the industry 10 years ago. I was a single mum. I was in retail, and if anyone works in retail, you'll know that that's really not accommodating when you've got children. It's probably one of the worst jobs you can have because you're not allowed school holidays off, you're not allowed Christmas off, not even Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. So I was struggling there, and I was feeling like all my money was going on to my bills and I had nothing left, and I just had really bad mum guilt because I was like, Mummy's at work all the time to give us nice things, but actually we wasn't getting any of those nice things. It was just covering the bills. So I was looking for a second income, but already riddled with mum guilt. I just thought there's no way I can go and do another job after the job. So I was looking for something online, and I come across social marketing. I didn't think I would be good at it. I didn't know if I'd have the time to do it. But I kind of joined through desperation, really, because there was nothing else really on the table that would work. So I was very anxious, very nervous. You sort of talk yourself out of these things, I think, sometimes. And that's the dangerous thing because you need to just jump in the opportunity. So I had a bit of a, just go for it moment. And I set myself a really low target of just making my investment back. Started being my first customer, which I think is obviously so important. Anyway, got addicted to it very quickly, was loving it, couldn't believe that you could make an income from your phone. So 2 years in the industry, in my previous company, I managed to give up my full-time job. I was earning, double my full-time salary. And just after 2 months, I think I made my year's salary in 1 month's pay. So it totally blew me away, changed my life from then on, really. I've not ever worked for anyone since or left my children. For 8 years now, I've done this full time. And yeah, it's just been life-changing for me. Being able to make a full-time income working part-time hours has just, made me be able to appreciate everything with my children. So, yeah, that's what happened for me. I've been with Medea since March. I was with my previous company for 10 years. I needed a change. I was very nervous about changing companies. I needed to make sure it was the right fit for me. And Medea just screamed out to me with the dual compensation plan and everything like that. I just thought this is perfect for me. I didn't come over with a lot of team. So it's not like I, come over and was successful straight away because of that reason. I didn't bring anyone with me. That's not how I work. I wouldn't poach or anything like that. So I come over and I was just really excited. I just found the company a breath of fresh air. And I think my first month I reached director 2 in just 3 weeks. So, yeah, it was a really fabulous start to the company, and it's been amazing.
I love it, Hayley. And just so you guys know, Director 2 is over 25,000 in team volume. Hayley's also a platinum, which means she's doing over 3,000 in her customer pod. That's $1,000 a month right there here in the States anyway. And Hayley, how old are your kiddos?
So I've got a 15-year-old and I've got an 8-year-old. So my 8-year-old is, he's always had me at home with him, which I really wanted the opportunity to have because I had massive mum guilt with my eldest. So the fact that this time round, my son knows no different. Like, he's been with me every single day, my second one. And, it's just priceless.
That's amazing. I love that so much. And where do you live currently?
I'm near London in the UK.
Okay. I love it, guys. And this is just a really good example, too. I always tell people build locally, but think globally, because obviously, I personally enrolled Beth, and you guys, I mean, she lives between the UK and Spain all the time, and we just became friends on social media, and Gunnar, obviously, clear there, John and I are here in the US, and we're working with Gunnar and Beth, and then there's Michelle, and there's Hayley, and there's all these amazing people, and you just never know who you're going to talk to that could end up being one of these phenomenal leaders like Gunnar or Beth or Michelle or Hayley. And you never know. And, they always say, if you want to become wealthy, make money when you're sleeping. And you should see our chats. When I'm going to bed, these guys are waking up and they are on fire. And it's just, it's such a blessing, guys. And I know that John and I are just so grateful for everything that you guys do over there in the UK and Spain. And I know we've got some, you guys have a lot of amazing leaders in Australia that are like, okay, well, that's 2 a.m, so we'll catch the team call replay. But how great is it that we can literally build an empire and build a dynasty from the palm of our hands and still be with our kids? I love the fact that, I can build this business in 29 countries from my phone, and I still get to be a mom, and I still get to take my kids to their games and take them to school and pick them up, and, be taxi Uber mom all the time and still build a phenomenal business, guys. So whatever you're looking for, whether you're looking to make a little or a lot, you can do that here. And again, just keep it simple. So Hayley, you're crushing it on both sides of the comp plan. You've got a 15-year-old and an 8-year-old, so I know your life is busy. So what tips could you give these guys? I'd love for you to just really take the gloves off and tell these guys what they need to do between now and the end of the year to achieve their goals and get to where they want to be.
Obviously, Michelle and Beth have touched on most of the things that I'd like to mention, but I would say don't overthink. Do not worry what anyone thinks. I think that holds back so many people when they begin because they're worried what others think. And I just think the minute I didn't care about anyone's opinions, that's when my bank balance changed. So I think don't worry what people think. Don't compare. Just literally stay focused on being your first customer, being your best customer, and then just sharing everything about that journey of you trying out the products, and just being consistent, like the guys have said. And I'd really suggest working on self-development. I think, like you go to the gym every day, well, I do, because I want a nicer body. So I need to make sure I work on my mind daily because I want, a strong, constant mind with a great mindset. And I think energy and excitement is one of the biggest parts of this. You don't have to have huge amounts of knowledge, or you don't need to be great at technology. You just need to have that little bit of belief in you and just celebrate the small wins. So just set small goals and celebrate them, and it will build your confidence as you go, and then you will just be able to reach for bigger goals, and that's where it all sort of spirals out.
I love it, Hayley. Well, anyone could go look at your Facebook page. The way you show up consistently every single day, you're walking the talk, and not to mention you're drop dead gorgeous and as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside. And I just think you're such an incredible example to every single person in our team on what can happen. And I love what you said about, I call it OPO, other people's opinions, and it'll either make you or break you. And I know even when I started in this business at 23 years old, I used other people's opinions as like fire under my tail to prove them wrong. I was like, I mean, I had so many people like, oh my God, you're quitting law school to sell, vitamins. What in the hell? What's wrong with you? And, those things never work. You're never going to make any money, blah, blah, blah. But like you said, and here's the deal. If people's opinions aren't paying your bills, why listen to them? I can tell you after 29 years of being in this profession and having made millions of dollars, thank God I didn't listen to any of their opinions in the beginning. Thank God I didn't give a crap what anybody else thought. I saw other people seeing success, and I knew if they could do it, so could I. And that's one thing I really want to impress on every single one of you listening to this call right now. If these leaders can do it, if we can do it, guys, we are no different. The only difference between you and us is time and the actions that you take on a daily basis and the mindset you have when you're doing it. And I love that you said that, Hayley, because, belief in yourself is everything. It's like you got to have some posture. You got to people want to see if they can knock you off your perch. You know what I mean? They want to see, do you really believe in what you're saying and doing? And they're going to nudge you. They're going to try to see if you really stand for something. And if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So stand up for yourself, stand up for your family, stand up for your team, and just go make it happen. And I love that that's what every single one of you on this call have done and are doing. And, most single moms at one point are, making it happen. And like I said, you can either have excuses or results. You can't have both. And if you want to make something happen, make it happen. And it's going to mean getting better. It's going to be, really all you got to get good at is communicating, and there's sales skills involved. And I was scared to death of sales, but what I realized is sales is really just communication. And so when you become better at communicating and you become better at just, helping people with what they need and finding out what's in it for them versus what's in it for you, and you can't have commission breath. You can't have a, sign on your head that says how much money am I going to make off this person? It's got to be how can I help this person? Sincerely, how can I help this person? And when you take the spotlight off of you and you stop caring what everybody else is thinking, and you say, okay, you know what, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to help and serve, you'll be amazed at what happens to your paycheck. So, Hayley, is there anything else that you want to leave these guys with before we wrap up the call today?
No, I don't think so. I just think you've got nothing to lose. Just go for it 100%. As soon as I realised that there's nothing to lose and everything to gain, there was no stopping me.
I love it, girl. That is so, so true. Okay, so just to wrap it up, guys, for those of you here in the States, guys, if you're not registered, if you're not already planning on going to one of the fall social marketing summits that's coming up on September 20th, you got to go. Okay, it's a non-negotiable, okay? We only have 2 big events a year here in the States, and this is one of them, and we have them going on different locations, so it's easy to get to. There's one in Vegas. There's one in Orlando. We've got a couple going on in Canada. So, guys, pick an event. Go to buzz.shiftingretail.com. That's where you can get anything and all the things when it comes to promotions and things that are happening. Today's the last day of this big 5-day drop promo where you get a free bottle of the Uplift. This is obviously here in the States. And also, guys, like I said, we have this new GLP-1, this, natural, whatever, Ozempic product that's coming down the pipeline. And we got 20 days before the launch of this product here in the States. And UK, it's coming your way, y'all, I promise ya. And you'll get to we'll fine-tune the whole launch process for you guys, so we'll have everything ready for you all when you guys are ready to launch on the other side of the planet. But, guys, get to Fall Social Marketing Summit. I truly believe that this will be the biggest product launch that we have ever seen in Modere history, you guys. So don't take it for granted, but it's time to paddle now. Don't wait for the wave to come. Paddle now and get things rocking. Plant as many seeds as possible. Take me up on this 100 Convo Challenge. Start 100 conversations in the next 48 hours and watch what happens to your business. So Beth, Michelle, Hayley, thank you all, beautiful ladies, for being here today and for sharing so many awesome tips. And Gunnar, we're going to have you on again, my friend. Now you're just stuck leading another call since since you weren't able to do it today. But Gunnar, you're amazing. Love you, my friend, and just appreciate all you guys do. And Shauna Zimi, thank you for rocking it out on the tech side. of all of this and making all the magic happen. Behind the scenes, we couldn't do it without you, my friends. So thank you to every single one of you who plugged in. If you're here in the States, have an amazing and safe holiday weekend. It's Labor Day. Labor means to work. So does that mean you have to work every second of every day? No, but guess what? You can do this business while you exist. That's what's amazing about it. So get out there, have some fun. I always say work hard, play harder. That's my motto. So have an amazing weekend, you guys, and thank you all for being here today. Let's rock it out and crush the rest of August, and let's bring on September like crazy, guys. Love you all. Have an amazing weekend. Bye, everyone.